So it's my third week without marijuana, and I feel great. I feel better. Um, I've had a I had a nightmare actually on my second week. Well, actually after my second week, continuing on my third week, and it was very strange. It was like I was it's like I was dreaming of smoking marijuana. I relapsed, and I was like panicking. I was like, no, I wasn't supposed to smoke. And it's almost like I knew, like my conscience was like, no, you weren't supposed to smoke. And then I was like thinking of the ways of just trying to be sober again, trying to not to smoke again. And that was pretty much like how I was feeling, how I was thinking when I was dreaming, which was super weird, right? Um, I honestly thought that I smoked again when I was dreaming, so I was panicking. I was like crying almost, like inside my dream. But yeah, my that was just a dream. But I'm glad that I did not get back on smoking. I'm still good. I have not relapsed, and I'm not thinking about relapsing again. I'm not thinking about smoking again. I actually feel like I can move forward with my life without smoking weed ever again, which is great. Um, I mean, there's been times when I thought about smoking weed, before I even actually quit. Because before I would want to quit, but I just had no intention of quitting because I just had so much pain inside me. I had like so much bad memories, and I just wanted to keep indulging in that substance because I wanted to numb the pain and the feeling. But see, you can't be numbing and you can't be numbing the feeling every single day with marijuana. Like, it's not gonna numb the feeling. It's still gonna be there. Your pain, your trauma is still gonna be there. It's what you do afterwards when that happens. So, for instance, if you went through a major breakup, or somebody, betrayed you, or you got fired, or whatever, you can't keep thinking about it. You can't stay thinking about it and relive in the past. You have to move forward. There is no moving backwards. You can't walk backwards anyways. You try walking backwards, you can, but eventually you will fall, right? But if you move forwards, you might trip, but at least you're moving forward, right? Even though you trip, meaning you go through a sudden death, or a certain family member has died, loss, breakup, you got fired, you got divorced, whatever that might be, you're eventually going to trip. You're eventually going to have a little bump in the road. It's eventually going to happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're just going to have to let it happen. You can't keep indulging in that substance because it's no help. It's no beneficial help for you. It's not going to help you go through that process of healing. Actually, when you're healing, when you're actually wanting to heal, it's when you have a clear mind and you're not just drowning inside here with that substance. So for the longest, I would smoke weed. I would smoke like almost 2 bowls every 10 minutes. 2 bowls every 10 minutes. And that would go on for like an hour, and then an hour would pass, and I'd be like, okay, I'm high. And I'd wait like 3 hours later, and I'll smoke again. And to the point where it was like, I smoke. And I didn't even feel nothing. Just didn't feel anything. I was just like, you know what? I don't feel like I'm high anymore. I just don't feel like it's there. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? This is not for me. And it was never for me, honestly. I never felt like it was something that should be a part of my life, you know. It just happened to come across my life because of the people I would hang out with. See, the people you hang out with can put you on that substance, can put you on that cycle, on that dependency. You might be like, no, it wasn't their fault, you know, it was my intention, it was my choice to get on that drug. Yeah, it was your choice to get on that drug, but who influenced you to get on those drugs? See, people influence you. And it can't just be your friends, it can be family members, it can be artists, music, movies, it could be people that you idolize that can get you on this drug. Right? I mean, I got influenced by a couple friends. It was harmless to them, so I tried it. I was like, you know what? If y'all okay, I'm gonna do it too. You know? But eventually I got addicted to it. Got into a cycle. And you know what? I think I remember I was like going through a breakup and I actually like started smoking more. But see, I noticed that breakups, relationships should not be a part of your purpose. It shouldn't be a part of your path to your happiness, to your success. I'd say that relationships are kind of transactional. You know, you provide for the woman that you're with, give her support, provide her with money, house, whatever that might be. And from there on, it's like, if you're fulfilling her, she's fulfilled. But if she's not fulfilled, she's not gonna be happy with you. She's not gonna be content. You know, because everything's transactional. I mean, you know, every girl I've dated, it was just transactional. I'd give her my energy, right? You give her like some bom bom, clap clap, and that was my energy. I was giving her my energy, right? And she was craving that energy, right? So everything's transactional relationship, you know. And I learned to really be careful who I give my energy to. If I give my energy to someone who just seems semi-interested, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna give my energy even more, because they might be interested. Yeah, they might be texting you. They might be giving you some sort of talk or whatever. But if they're not that interested, don't ever lead yourself to someone who doesn't love you as much as you love yourself. You need to love yourself much, much more. Because, see, whenever I felt alone or through that breakup, I felt like, oh, I just lost somebody. I won't feel the same. I won't be me anymore. I won't feel happy anymore. Maybe this marijuana drug will help me be happy a little bit more, right? So the thing is that you cannot be living backwards. You can't be living backwards. You got to move forward. That person broke up with you. Move forward. Whenever I would smoke a lot, I was basically damaged. I was a damaged person, trying to get happy, trying to not relive my past. So from this point on, I want you to be happy with yourself, even without the drug, and stop reliving the past. Stop reliving those past mistakes, those breakups, those jobs you got fired. All of it, forget about it, move forward. You need to continue. If you're still living, you're breathing, and you're smoking, that means it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the day. That means you still have a chance to move forward, right? Because when you're in a cycle of this substance and you're dependent on it, you're gonna feel like you're not going nowhere. You're stuck. You're in the same spot, and you you want to move forward, but you're still thinking about this, about what happened, and your breakup, you got fired, whatever that might be, move forward. This is my advice to give you right now. Move forward. Stop living in the past. Whatever happened, happened. Leave them alone. All those people you've dated, they don't care about you. They move forward as you should too. All right? Stop feeling alone. Stop beating yourself down with the past. And whenever you actually finally realize that you don't need these people, you don't need to relive your past, then you can fully immerse into the future. And you can actually move forward. See, I'm moving forward with my life. Now I'm actually having 2 businesses. This YouTube channel, which is Addiction to Marijuana, and my second business, which is Improving Many. And that business is going to be mostly about talking about masculinity and how to become more masculine. And I have 2 businesses now, because now that I'm sober, I have a clear mind. I know what I actually want to do. I actually have a clear mindset on how I want my path to be, right? So, yeah, 3rd week, no smoking. I feel great. I feel good. I mean, you guys should try it. At least 3 weeks. If you can't even go 1 week, just try at least 2. Try at least 2 days, 3 days, and you'll see that it's just much better without it. Much better. My conversations are way better. I'm thinking more clearly. I have more words. They're pulling out of my head. I've read some words, and now they're just coming together. I know when to use the words. Like the other day, I just used erratic because somebody was driving recklessly, and I was explaining to somebody they were driving erratic and reckless. See, now that I'm clear here, I can read again. I can understand what I'm reading, and I know what I'm saying. I'm just more aware. I'm more aware, and my brain is just giving me more dialect to talk, which is great. And if you're having trouble like with speaking and talking, and you smoke, and it just makes it worse, it leaves you like in a spot where it's like nobody really wants to talk to you, or nobody like cares to hear what you got to say because you don't say anything that's very important, right? So best to just leave the smoking and actually read more, learn more, and how to speak more clearly, so people can listen to you and respect you, right? Now that I'm sober, and I feel like I'm not like anxious that people will like know that I'm high, I don't have to hide it anymore, because I'm not doing that no more, and I'm not that person anymore. So I feel great that I don't have to hide that I'm smoking weed and I'm a druggie and a junkie, I'm saying? I'm an addict. So it just makes me feel more confident, makes me feel more in control of my presence, right? I don't feel like I'm like a little gremlin, like, just like that hides away smoking marijuana and eats junk food and playing video games or whatever. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video on the path to sobriety. Please join me. Subscribe to this channel. Leave a like. Subscribe. Comment. Be a gemstone. I have a few things in the description you might want to check out. I have provided a one-on-one session, and I do charge for my time. I have a course coming out soon for addiction to marijuana. Thank you for watching. Be a stone, a gemstone.